wrong number. Leave your message at the sound of the shriek. No, please, don't!
Are you high? What? No, I'm not high.
You are high as a fucking kite!
I don't understand. I am stoned. I am stoned!
I smoked a pot with Johnny Hopkins.
You don't know with Johnny Hopkins.
It was Johnny Hopkins, and they were blazing that shit up every day.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rant response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points. Have mercy on your soul.
Are you ready?
What do they do? And welcome to another edition of Hot Blocks, episode 43, the big 4-3. Today, we're coming from you live from beautiful Covina, California, in the San Gabriel Valley.
The
Yes, sir.
SGV.
At the Mad Drunk Studios. It's me, Baker, with my man, Alex, the Spider-Man Blaze.
Yo, check it.
And, yeah, so it's another great day. It's a beautiful
Fucking
Sunday.
rainy day. Another rainy day, dude. We've been, 3 weeks of rain now? Straight?
Dude,
Not straight, but
all I can say is that it probably like
can't really complain.
in the last 3 weeks, it's probably rained more than it has in like the last 2 years before that shit.
For sure.
Like,
Hey, and if California doesn't say we're in a drought, after this is not in a drought anymore, like, that's just bullshit from the beginning.
but nah,
California's in a drought,
you can't
dog. We
say
don't
that,
have any
though.
water.
You can't say
Like,
that.
after all this water that's been dumping for the last fucking 3 weeks straight, like, if we're still in a drought, then they're not doing something right with the water.
Nah,
They're not catching enough.
I think
of
you
that shit.
can say that though, dog, because it's not really just like amount of water you have, but it's like amount of water that's across the land. But I know I'm contradicting myself because I remember last time I said I think the drought's bullshit anyway. So it's all numbers, dog.
Somebody will clip it.
I don't think
Clip it.
Can you believe anything like the numbers that are reported? You know what I mean? Like any numbers
Can't
can get
believe
skewed.
anything in the news, really, huh?
You can't believe anything anymore
37
at all. But yeah, big dog.
Crazy.
What you can't believe is some of these fucking football games that we've been watching this weekend, bro. It's fucking it's funny because you know how they always have to like take shit to the next level. So before it was wild card weekend. Now they've been pumping it so hard, super wild card weekend. You know what I mean?
For tomorrow?
Yeah, because now they got the Monday night game.
Night? Yeah.
But
Brought
dude,
to you
hey,
by Verizon.
some-
Verizon Wireless.
some of the games
Shit,
that
that's crazy.
some of the games that fucking they've been going as crazy. The Jacksonville versus the Chargers. Honestly, dude, I didn't even watch the second half because
Did you watch 49ers and Seahawks first? That was the first game.
I catch part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think 49ers are looking pretty good.
Hey,
Even
dude,
with Mr. Irrelevant.
it's like well, bro, that's what they say. That's what they always say. If you have a championship defense, it doesn't matter really who your quarterback is because you really don't got to score that many points. But dude, he put up what 41 on him. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
Yeah. And he scored like 2 touchdowns himself. He
dude,
ran it in. So
hey, but see, hey, this is what I've been.
Brock Purdy, bro, he's
No, hey, but this is what
gotta
I've been
be
telling.
something to mess with.
This is what I've been telling you guys is that nowadays, like fucking dude, these kids are playing football since they could walk. Before they could walk, they got football in their hands. They're
Yeah.
put in leagues. They're taught how to do this shit.
Oh yeah.
Like, dude, they're kids that
Well,
are
you
like
don't know.
ready
You
to
don't.
go.
Do you know his backstory? You don't know his backstory.
Nah, man, you know me. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
So break it down.
No, I don't know his backstory either. I don't know where he comes from. He's
Well, bro.
Mr. Irrelevant. He was literally irrelevant. 2 or 3 weeks ago, he was irrelevant to the story, and now that he's won
Nah,
what,
been,
6 games in a row now.
Well, that's more than 2 weeks.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So what? 6 weeks?
Nah. I know what you're
After
saying.
6 weeks.
Nah, but,
like,
but what I'm saying though is that, dude, like think about it. Back in the '80s, like, dude, kids picked up the game at like 16. You know what I mean? Like, they weren't playing the game at 4 years old, like in a fucking Pop Warner league with a helmet on. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
dude, the training, like,
Nah, they're not playing at 4 years old.
yes,
I'm just thinking of no, hell no.
dude, there's
years old?
soccer
But-
running around,
That's like touch. You're playing touch football
Yeah.
right there at that time.
flag
You're
football.
you're trying flag football.
You know, but like it's like
You don't play Pop Warner until you're like 12 or 13.
nah,
you
dude,
start
they
tackling.
got young kids out there, bro.
8 or
Banging
9
around.
tackling each other,
Hell yeah,
hitting each other full contact.
full contact, bro. Helmet to helmet.
No, yeah, right. Would you let CJ play that shit?
Oh, dude, I would never let my kids play fucking football ever, dude.
No,
Nah, man. It's just, dude, it's
I gotta put my kids in some sports.
nah, if you think about it, dude, it's like fucking, I don't know, man. You just hear a lot of stories. Like, you know, if you get tackled wrong or someone tackles you wrong, you can fall into shit. And, you know, dude, some bad shit can happen, you know. But,
back to the point.
but yeah,
49ers and Seahawks, that was a good game. Chargers and Jags.
like game of the century practically, right?
No, well, it was crazy because, like,
Hey,
I really want to know the actual percentage point of at the half. It was 27-0. What were their chances of winning at the half, or going into the half?
yeah, they always have the percentages,
What
right?
was the percentage? I want to know that exact number because I'm pretty sure it was in the teens.
All I
Has
want
be
to
in the
know
teens.
is because you know how you could bet on games like from quarter to quarter, minute to minute, this and that.
How is that? Somebody told me that today, and I was like, somebody made a bet on that game, $1.3 million at the half for the Chargers to win.
For the Chargers?
For the Chargers to win,
Oh my god!
that it was going to be a guarantee.
Wow.
Like basically, like yeah, they got this in the bag, 27-0. Somebody at the halftime in Vegas put a $1.3 million bet that they were going to win.
Dude, that's so dumb though.
That's how I
like-
found out that you can bet like after the game.
Oh,
started.
dude, hey, you could bet on plays. You could bet like on downs.
For real?
Yeah.
You could do that shit now?
Yeah, bro. You could do that shit on your phone, dude. You could bet on anything, dude. They have like sports from like Asia, like where you like a badminton and shit that you could fucking bet on. So there's so much
I know
you
that.
can.
That's like at a sports book though. That's like if you're there, but like
Nah,
come-
they,
come
on your
to where-
phone. They
from
have
your-
they
from
have
your
apps on
own-
your phone. Like,
you just gotta fucking go through all that shit.
yeah, you gotta know the
I
shit.
see
you
it.
know what
I
mean?
don't. If
I don't even want to know that because
I know,
even if I
dog.
get like,
that's too easy.
The taste,
That's
yeah.
too fucking easy. No wonder why they didn't make it a law here
dude,
in
hey,
California.
I got-
'Cause if you could do sports betting,
yeah.
but it's illegal in California. So how do you do it?
Don't ask me, dog. I don't do it, man. For you.
Well, you said you already know that you could do it.
Well,
on every
because I
play.
know people that bet on it like that.
Damn, that's crazy.
Do I ask? Because no, man. Because honestly, I don't
wanna
do
know
not
either.
like betting on sports at all.
Yeah.
Like it could be, I could be the guy betting on the fucking Chargers at halftime, and yeah, Jacksonville's gonna come back and smash.
But if you were to, I would recommend basketball because you know a lot about basketball. Like,
Hey, but but honestly, any week, any team could lose. Like any game could be like an off game, a catch game. You know, like
yeah.
team comes
See,
in.
that's
like,
the thing. That's
oh,
the
I
good
don't
thing
think-
about
I don't know
like
about
doing
this
your
thing.
research and knowing like, okay, today LeBron, Russ is gonna be out. Everybody's gonna be out at the same time. You know they're not gonna win that game. Boom.
Nah, hey,
and they just happen to be almost a close favorite, or you know, it's like
nah, bro. Hey, last time I was
bet a little bit
gonna.
more.
I remember it was gonna be like, cause I had a thought where I was like, I swear to God, and that's funny that we talk about this because you just reminded me about it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, should I bet on sports? You never know. And I was like, well, you got to pick a game that's like a guarantee. And it was the Bucks versus the Lakers. And I was like, oh, man, guarantee the Bucks would beat the Lakers. There's no way the Lakers could win that game. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Even though I love the Lakers, but
Yeah.
come on now. Everybody knows the season they're having. They're like fucking, they're
the
right now,
big
they're on a
freak.
3-game losing streak. They're like fucking 5 games under 500, you know.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's looking bad. But what I'm saying is, like, I was like, oh, that would be my bet. That would have been my bet. And look
Yeah.
what happened. They came back and they smashed on them all sick. But,
No way.
but that's when Anthony Davis was like on his hot streak where he was like just
Oh,
killing
he's
the league
hitting
and everything.
He
you
was
know?
hitting them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, speaking of, LeBron hit the second all-time scorer now He just broke 38,000 points tonight. 38,024.
He was so he's over Karl Malone right now, I think.
He's second to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, man, he's climbing the ranks of history.
There
you
it
know,
is.
he's been there
He broke. That's a good record to break, though. In a tight Hall of Fame of people that definitely have that much scoring.
Yeah, and that's crazy because dude, Kareem, like, he did it different though. Like, dude, he scored 2 points. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't really like a 3-point shooter. So
Yeah.
imagine like how many more baskets he had to make to be able to get that. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I mean,
What he had to do to go over him.
yeah,
But that's when the rim was lower, wasn't it? So literally that because
I-
Kareem's like 7 foot, right?
oh yeah, I think easy.
7'1" or something
Lou
like that.
Alcindor.
Yeah, so literally when you look at some of that old tape, it's like
Bro, he used to
they
fucking.
don't even have to slam anymore. Like
Nah,
he literally just like
He used to. I remember, like, I see footage of him. He would go up when the guy like tries to shoot the ball, and he'll just
Yeah.
have his hand
on the ball.
Yeah, his hand on the ball, like all the way up, and just take it out of his hand, and just fucking run
Like,
away
okay,
with
thank
it.
you,
Like,
this is mine.
thank you,
Yeah.
goodbye. Fucking dunk on 5 people like it was nothing. Yeah, man. Like, dude, they had to like change rules
Damn.
just so he could
Yeah,
like.
no, I know they changed a lot of rules.
Hey, bro, they had to make
it.
rules so like white people could play with them, bro. So white people could keep up because they just ain't keeping up with that. They said this. They say the sky
Still
hook.
trying to get us canceled. Still trying to get us canceled before we even.
You gotta
start.
say you gotta do way worse shit to get canceled nowadays. Bro.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
that's my boy.
Hey, but
Coming from the white guy,
yeah.
he can say that because he's white.
Oh yeah. Hey, dog. Anybody can say anything, bro. It doesn't matter.
We
Dude.
could just edit it out, right?
Nah. It was. I mean, it's not mean or hateful on anybody.
Sure.
Right? Hating on white people. Come on now. That's like the most popular thing you could do nowadays.
No, it's not. How's that?
I don't know. It's pretty.
You said I don't know.
Wasn't that
I
like
just say it.
yeah? It's like the movement trying to take out the white misogynist.
There you go. But that Jags game, though, getting back to the topic. So yeah, that was a good game.
Now you had already moved
27
on.
to 0.
You had already moved on. Remember you started talking about LeBron.
No, I said LeBron.
Oh
We were talking
man,
about LeBron.
damn, bro, this fool just like forgot the last 5 minutes of the fucking show.
I don't know how we started talking about LeBron.
You
That was
did.
supposed to be the last one.
Nah, hey, but we'll stay on the topic of the NBA because I have some crazy shit that I want to throw at you. All right.
All right.
So there's a player named Gary Trent Jr. and like nowadays, a lot of there's like a lot of nepotism in sports. You know what I mean? Like fathers and sons, and juniors. They get in the league. Ken Griffey Jr. They played on the same team nowadays. Like we were talking about LeBron, he's trying to play with his son
Yeah.
when he gets in the league in a couple years.
Yeah.
Well, Gary Trent Jr. is a guy who plays for the Blazers. Well, he played for the Blazers and the Raptors, but his dad also played in the league. Gary Trent Sr., right? And it's a crazy thing is because both the dad and the son, they both played for the Blazers at one time, right?
Mhm.
And they got traded. And
Together?
no, they got traded. They played at different seasons. His dad
Okay,
played in
yeah.
'98,
Oh, okay.
and then the son played in 2021.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it was crazy. So, fucking, they both played 2 seasons with the Blazers, both of them,
Okay.
right?
Uh-huh.
And then they both got traded for exactly 41 games into the 3rd season to the Raptors. Exactly.
Coincidence?
Exactly.
I
This,
think not.
I know, dude, but isn't that crazy? They played exactly the same amount of time for each team, and then got traded to
the same team.
the same team that the dad got traded to
Damn.
in the end.
What's supposed to happen?
That's what they're trying to say. Do you think it's that's one of those glitches in the Matrix? Like
Coincidence? I think not.
the computer just like regenerated itself into the same timeline.
The computer? What computer?
The computer that runs like the fucking simulation, bro, that we live in.
You think we live in a simulation? I don't live in a simulation. I live in reality. I know my reality.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work on it every day. Try to make it better.
Well, hey, you never really know, Doc. Sometimes I think it might be a simulation.
Could be.
Because think about it.
Hopefully in like 10, 15 years when the metaverse actually comes out, I think we'll be in a simulation.
Nah, bro.
I like that movie. What is it? Ready Player One? That shit's bad.
I thought you were going to say WALL-E.
Oh, hell no. I never even seen WALL-E.
You never seen WALL-E?
Uh-uh.
Well, WALL-E pretty much is the human race is like...
I don't like Disney.
The human race is propped up onto a bunch of chairs, and all they do is like they watch a screen all day, and they think that they're in this like beautiful paradise and shit, when really they're just on like a spaceship flying through space. But that's what they're trying to say. It's like people
Just
nowadays.
existing. Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just existing through the world,
basically.
flying through the world with a screen in their face. Pretty crazy, right? Pretty
Yeah.
relevant though, right?
Well, coming from somebody who spends a lot of time on their screen, but honestly, I listen to it in the background, so it's basically like a radio to me, because I
Yeah.
don't actually like. I already know like the channels that I listen to. I already know what their faces look like, and they usually it's not like a visual thing to me. It's just in the background noise, like having a radio on or like something like that. Like I
Yeah.
just listen to the shows I listen to. But yeah, my kid last night, he was up till 5 a.m. 5 a.m. on his shit. I caught him like he has his own room now, so
Oh shit! So it's on, bro.
yeah. And I was like, what the hell? What are you still doing awake?
What was he
And I
watching, bro?
Took away the
How old is he?
iPad 2?
He's 2?
No, 4.
He's 4?
Yeah, my son's 4.
He was up till 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Sick. Hey, nah, it's all. I can't talk shit because I remember the other day.
They try to be on my schedule, dog. I tell them like, you can't be on my schedule. Like, this is my schedule. I'm not supposed to be up all night. These are young kids, but
Nah, it's
he doesn't
fun.
have school yet, so like that's his mother's excuse.
He doesn't really like have to have a
He
bedtime
doesn't
right
have-
now.
Yeah, he doesn't really have.
Doesn't have to be up.
Yeah, nothing like that. Dude, they sleep with me. My kids sleep with me. It's crazy. That's not something to be proud of, but they sleep with me. If I sleep in the bed, they'll come up to me, like my baby especially. She'll go, I want to sleep with daddy. I want to Mimi you, and she sleeps with
That's
me.
it. Out like a light.
Yeah. No, they're not out, but they try not to be too loud. Where are we going with this
Speaking
show?
of kids, no, it's cool. I got something to run off that. So, do you know anybody? Because like, there's
We keep changing the subject though. We got to stay on one subject and go with it.
Nah, I like that. We keep bouncing around.
We bounce everywhere.
Nah, that's all good.
All right, go.
All right,
Hit me.
so
Hit me.
you want to talk about kids? So like, you ever know somebody? And I know somebody who there's some people who like have like a lot of kids over like some people have a lot of kids like back to back to back, but then there's like some
Like
people
me.
who have like kids like over a long period of time. Like the oldest kid will be like 40, and then like the youngest kid will be like 12. You know what I mean? Like they have a son where it's like old enough to be like the dad. You know what I mean?
Oh wait,
No, you never met nobody like that?
nah.
I know
not
some.
that far. Like real, like with the same person and everything.
Yeah. Well, maybe not with the same person, but
I
you
was
know
saying
what I mean?
not the same person. It had to be like stepsister or like half sister or like half brother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got, a couple here, a couple there.
Yeah, but that's half. That's not your real sister and brother.
But people got a lot of kids. But the point is the long periods of time in between. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was reading this story, and Mick Jagger, right?
Uh-huh.
Rolling Stones guy, singer
Yeah.
of the Rolling Stones. Obviously, famous rock star over. Yeah, that's crazy because, dude, they seem like they've been around since like the beginning of time. You know what I mean? Well, technically,
Beginning of your time, yeah, for sure.
Technically, like they have been around since like what, like the 70s and shit.
They're still touring, aren't they?
Oh yeah, still out there singing. They're not even real anymore.
They're still
Fucking
touring.
like robot zombies. Is fucking.
He's at least like
skating all over the
72,
place.
isn't he?
It's got to be up there.
68, 72,
Yeah.
somewhere in between there.
So it's crazy. So he's got a lot of kids. Obviously, he's been out there, been in the game for a long time.
Yeah? How
Yeah.
many kids does he have? 12.
Well, I think he has a lot of
9.
kids. He has like fucking. He's got like probably like 5 or 6, right? But
You didn't even look it up? How many kids he has?
no, I saw the graph. I didn't count the numbers. But the point of the story
The
is,
graph. What graph? There's a graph on it?
yeah, there's a graph and they broke it down. It had like, it pretty much had his kids and his kids' shit.
Kids?
Yeah, well, pretty much he's a great grandfather.
Grandkids.
He's a great grandfather, right?
Damn.
Hey, and his latest son is 2 years younger than his great grandson. He's got a kid younger than his grandson.
Damn.
So like, dude, it's like your great uncle is a baby. Like, what the fuck is that shit, dog?
You know what that means?
What does that mean?
Well, you know what that is? That's actually brings up a good point. Because girls can only produce, like, they only have so many eggs, and like they only have a certain amount of time where they can have kids, and guys can have kids their whole life. Like, you could be 60 years old technically and still bust a nut and be able to like produce a kid.
A child.
Yeah, produce a child. Like, even if, that's why you have these
Hey,
these
imagine,
older
like,
guys that are
so
trying to look
much
for
DNA and
the youngest
genetics
girl.
saved up into that sperm.
The-
like fucking
right, the youngest girl, like, possible. That's it. It's true. Guys can
So tell me.
procreate till you're
So what is the
later
point of
on.
that?
It's never too late. It's never too late to have a family. Like, get yourself.
If you're a man, you're
get
saying?
your together. Yeah, if you're a man, basically. And a woman, like,
70 years old, like, hey,
if
come
you're a
here,
woman,
baby girl.
if you're like, no, I actually, it depends.
But that's
right?
probably
'Cause,
wrong
like,
nowadays, dude. Because
why would you really want to have a kid like that?
You could
late in
save.
life?
You could save your eggs. You could fucking have them frozen. You know, dude.
Girls?
This is the future, dog. Yeah. If you
Yeah.
really wanted it, you could save it. You could fucking get them, dude. I heard like, dude.
Well, why would you?
You can have, dude. They could look into the eggs and the sperm and see like which one has the best genes in them and shit, and you could hand choose and pick this and that. And so,
Yeah, I think I had kids late, but I wanted to start late. Never wanted to have kids young because my mom always like pushed into my brain like, don't come home with a pregnant girlfriend at 15. Because back then people
Yeah, that would've
were
sucked.
having babies, dude, in like high school.
yeah,
Like, there was a couple girls that got pregnant and had to go
walk around
to
with a big old belly and
yeah,
shit.
no, had to go to Fair Valley because everyone like would say something like, "Oh, look, she's pregnant." Look, like,
So what? So they had to go to a different school.
yeah.
So what? Well, someone's
Or
gonna
had
say
to go to,
something
like,
anyways.
The little, yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. That like that's what we dealt with back then. Like, they weren't telling us practice safe sex and all that shit. They weren't handing out condoms at school.
They do that shit nowadays.
No, I don't think so. They didn't do that anymore.
Oh,
They
yeah,
did it
I'm fucking broke.
like I think like before the 2000s they were doing it, but then they were saying that like that's causing more kids to have sex because they're just putting their mind on it. Like,
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, if I have the condom then I could do it. But
Well, I mean, and the crazy thing back then is like, fuck, like we didn't really have porno like with access like kids do now. Like fucking, oh, shit.
this fool.
Dude. Well, I'm serious. Like, dude, it's like, it's not like you can't. It's if you, what you want, whatever you want to find is much easier to find nowadays. You know what I mean? It's not like,
Oh yeah, it's the palm of your hand.
yeah,
For sure.
you know what I mean. So,
Yeah.
but
Well,
they,
we
but,
actually
but
had
they,
to try.
but they say that like people
Nah,
are,
but I think it's been like that since the beginning. Like, you could always write XX porn and then something will pop up in any browser, basically, since you were a kid. If you're on but that's the thing too. Like,
yeah,
do you have
exactly. It
your own
wasn't really
computer?
like, yeah.
Do you have your own computer? Like, we shared a computer. Our whole family had one
Yeah.
computer.
Yeah, it's like in the middle of the
when it
house.
was an
Like,
Apple in the middle of the house.
you're out there looking at the blinds like,
Is anybody gonna come out? Is anybody gonna come out?
hell yeah. So what's up, buddy? What else you got to talk about, dog? You got a big list. You're
I got a
checking
big-
it twice.
No, I don't got a big list. I just, what do you think? What do you think about the Andrew Tate case? Have you been following it at all? You know who Andrew Tate is, right?
Who doesn't know who Andrew Tate is? Andrew Tate is
How has he affected your life at all?
I fucking love Andrew
Or if he
Tate.
has.
I really do. I mean, I think I don't know. I think he has like a charisma when he speaks. You know, he has strong opinions and shit. But I think in like the world we live in, and the way YouTube and Instagram they spin things, like you could get so caught up on one side of his spectrum. You know what I mean? And I think one thing
why they're attacking him and trying to why he got canceled. First of all, he did get canceled. Basically, it's crazy though. Like,
why was the reason
supposedly
why
he got canceled? But even then, I started seeing even more clips of him because everyone started bringing clips and
sharing
clips.
the old shit that was already around, right?
Yeah, he's the most Googled guy of all time. Like, he broke the record for being the most Googled guy at one time, but he blew up quick. And it's kind of sad that he blew up the way he blew up and how he did it. But I like the shit he says. Like, guys really do need to get their shit together. They really do. And just the facts that there's like, what, maybe 3 out of 10 guys are virgins still at 21. Or like 7 out of 10 guys are not getting laid in the last year.
Well, but you can't blame him. That's not. I mean,
Yeah, you can blame them. That's on them. They're not fucking getting their money up. What does Tate talk about? Talks about getting your money up. Stop being a fucking fat slob piece of shit. Fucking sitting in your fucking basement. Fucking get out there. Get some money in your pocket. Fucking.
yeah, but
start
that is,
working out.
money doesn't
fucking
have anything about getting late though,
Start working out. Bullshit. It doesn't.
bro. You can
Tell me you can't fucking go out and have a good night with money, and the same thing you can't do without money. Unless you're a girl.
bro. You can fucking,
Only girls can do that shit.
bro. You could be a big old fat slob as long as you got game and you could talk. You could get women.
Yeah, but if you ain't got no money, where are you gonna go with it? Can't be like, hey, I can't buy your drink. Sorry.
That's what. Nah, but see, that's what people think is you could only go pick up women at a fucking bar,
No,
and that
not
you
at a
can
bar.
only like go out and drink. People think that's the only way to do stuff. You know what I mean?
No.
That's just one way to look at life and things. You know what
It
I mean?
depends on how you want to do it. If you want to go to the club and go have a good night and dance, and then maybe
Yeah, it's
meet
just
somebody
expensive
there.
as fuck. So, and that's an expensive lifestyle that you're trying to live. But guess what? Not everybody wants that. Not everybody
It's
wants to fucking,
Yeah.
like, because dude, that's like, I don't know. That's not everybody's provocative. You know what I mean? Like, so that's not everybody's fucking thing that they're going for, dog.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and it's like
Not provocative. That was the wrong word to say.
my provocative. Isn't that like my shit?
prerogative. You mean
Provocative.
prerogative.
Yeah, there you go.
Provocative means like, oh, risque.
Oh, it's a provocative lifestyle that you're going for. You know what I mean?
I guess
But hey,
if you're a girl.
But hey, dude, I mean, that's just the world you live in nowadays. I mean, and that's just hating on another man for his money and how he's gonna spend it, and you can't do that, bro. Like that's what people want to say is like, oh, if you want to hate on a man for spending his money on OnlyFans girls, you're just a fucking hater. Like, no, like, don't tell me how to spend my money. I ain't gonna tell you how to spend your money. But there are people that fucking hate on it. If you're hating on a woman for making $100,000 a month, guess what? That's her. She's getting that off of men spending their money. So you're hating on the money that men are spending.
I don't hate on that. I don't hate on girls making $100,000 a month, but that's technically, unless you're one of the. I think, to be honest, the whole OnlyFans thing, I think it's blown up to major proportions, and everyone's looking at as an easy dollar. But to be honest, like, yeah, you might be cool for like the first 2 or 3 months. You might have some few subscribers, but if you're not like one of the top % of girls and maybe like 0.1% of guys, like, you ain't getting shit on there, really. Like,
hey, so back to the point.
The top, the most beautiful girls, you're talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s. Like, those are the girls that are getting paid, making millions of dollars on fucking OnlyFans.
Hey, so back to the point. So why do you think Andrew Tate really got canceled? Why do you think he got canceled?
Well,
Do you think he's really a human trafficker? You think he really traffics?
Well, to a point, maybe. Like, okay, he's openly admitted that he has webcam girls. Was his first business. He's had them. There is a reason why, but he lives in Romania. First of all, very corruptible. government there. Like
Hey, see
he
that?
probably moved there because like like he is in some shady ass businesses, which are the casinos that he says he owns and all this. Like he I mean he does some dirt, but did he take it too far, having sex with some girls? Maybe that's probably what it was. Or did he like, I don't know, to be honest, like what I believe, I think that
His mop bucket ain't clean. There's some
I don't
dirty,
think-
murky waters in there.
Right, exactly. Like I don't think. I think he is guilty to a point. Like he probably has some rough sex with some crazy ass like bitches, but it's not like they're lined up willing. I'm pretty sure they're lined up willing. Like the accusations that he has against them are like so crazy. Like the girl called the cops when she was already in Romania. She went to Romania to meet up with them, and then like she called her boyfriend to say that he was, oh yeah, he's holding me against my will, and then that's what called the cops. That's what let them starting to look at him, starting to look at the both brothers, the Tristan and Andrew.
Yeah.
So I don't think, to be honest, like, come on, bro, that shit ain't real.
Hey, well,
That
they
shit
say
ain't
he's
real.
already out, right?
No, he's not. Then he's on 30-day hold.
Yeah.
He's got a 30-day hold because he's a man of status. Like they know.
See,
He
bro,
can
that's
easily escape. He has multiple passports. He can easily escape the country if he wants.
see, bro. That's why it's so hard to believe anything. Because
But
last
the
time I
crazy
heard,
thing about it is, like months before that, is like I've heard him say. He said that, yes, I live in Romania. He's good friends, and all the police and whatever government is there, they're all good with him.
Yeah.
He said that, like, I know all the police here in my town and wherever I live in Romania. He lives in Romania. I don't know where he lives in, but I'm saying like he's good with all the. So before that, maybe like 2 or 3 months ago, I heard him say that actually live on a podcast, and I was thinking about that. I was like, okay, he's already got it in good with them, so like
yeah,
he can easily manipulate them too and be like, and play the other play like, hey, I think this is the time I need to get arrested. Bring me in on false charges. Fucking
nah,
we're gonna set
I
this shit
think
off.
nah,
like,
he's getting
that could just be a good big ass play, like
nah. Honestly,
in his
fool,
playbook, because he's played everybody, dog. Like
nah,
played
bro.
half the
Okay,
world.
here. This is how I'm gonna tell you. This is my take on it. This is the way I've been looking at it for a while, and pretty much like our world is heading into a really weird space right now, where like back in the days, all of our influences and everything that influenced mainstream media was all controlled by whoever
The news.
controls it. I'm not gonna
By
say
the news,
whoever controls the news. They're people who
The
pull the
elites.
strings. You know what I'm
the
saying?
elite on top.
And fucking look, back in the
Richest
day,
people
they fucking could control everything through fucking like BET, MTV. Like they controlled all the fucking mainstream
The
media
youth.
flow. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Control the youth, basically.
And fucking we're heading into a strange time right now where people are finding their own influences. That's why they call everybody influencers, because they influence people's mindsets
They
and their thinking.
yeah, for that
And
niche.
And they've with TikTok and who they make famous, this is the way they do it. This is the way they control everything. What they want to be popular, they throw a lot of money at that person, and they get that person famous and rich. So fucking they could be like, oh man, I gotta follow this guy and do it his way. You know what I mean? It's just like back in the day with fucking hip hop. When hip hop started, fucking Public Enemy was the biggest, baddest thing. They were taking over everything, and their main message was fucking, fight the power, this and that. And what happened is fucking one summer, fucking NWA got real fucking big. Fucking they threw fucking a gang of money at NWA. They're all rich. They're driving around fancy cars. And all of a sudden, everybody wanted to be a fucking gangster rapper. You know what I mean? Completely changed the whole game.
They started it, yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that's how they changed the influence. And so
I
nowadays,
started this gangsta shit.
yeah. Hey, so
But
but
it's the motherfucking thanks I get.
but see,
Hello.
but fast forward to nowadays, is people are finding their own influencers. Like people are finding their Andrew Tates. They're
They're just-
fucking
Everybody can. Well, yeah, everyone's getting.
and
I
but-
think I see little
but
groups.
it's a lot
forming.
harder. It's a lot harder for the elites to control who's influencing these people. especially with
That's why they try to take Andrew Tate down because
dude, they're trying to make a fucking.
He was making all these guys like, damn, I am not a piece of shit. I shouldn't be sitting out.
Nah, it's not even
doing
that.
nothing, fucking feeling
Nah,
sorry
bro.
for myself. I need to get out there, start making some money, fucking Hustlers University.
Okay, see,
and all that shit. Like,
see, you're seeing it, but you're seeing it from the wrong point. It's not that. It's that he was exposing the Matrix, fool. It is fucking. They want to herd us all sheep into our fucking 9-to-5 jobs. That is the Matrix. The American dream is the Matrix. It's their framework of life that they enforce
that's the
on
bank
us.
stream. That's what the bank wants
It's
to
all
do. The
one.
bank wants
It's all one people.
That's what keeps the bank alive. That's what
Alex.
keeps the bank alive.
It's all one thing. It's the banks. It's the elites. It's the who's pulling the strings. It's all
on the top.
It's
Yeah.
all the same machine.
Yeah, there's like 9
It is
people
all
on top
the same
that are
machine,
probably-
bro. So when
Yeah.
so you got like when you say it's like the American dream. It's the framework. What he's trying to break people out of that. You know what I mean? Which isn't bad. Like you say, you know what I mean? You hear some of this shit, you're like,
I think
dude,
he's
it's
not trying
crazy.
to break it out of it. He's trying to question it and tell people, like, try to motivate people to make themselves the best version of themselves. Like, become the best version of yourself.
No, yeah, he does.
Don't.
But what I'm trying to say is that's one of the reasons why they're trying to cancel him and
He got
scare him
fame?
and do this, that.
How he got popular so fast, and he's making
Well, he's not wrong. It's just
160,000 members in his Hustlers University at $50 a fucking
$50 a month.
Do the math, bro.
But I mean, what? So he has 18 millionaires that fucking, you could rub elbows with, and they try to put you in the best position with the skills that you got. It's like they say, supposedly you just got to show up with your money and ambition, and they'll point you in the right direction, right?
No, it's basically that it's the network he has brought into, because
Yeah,
everyone wants
the
to be a
people-
part of that network. Like, oh yeah, I know this person and this person. And like, being able to network, that's pretty. I mean, with some of the top people, like,
Bro,
you're gonna find a niche that you're gonna get stuck in.
It's
and you're
not
gonna be
what
like,
you
"All
know,
right,
it's who you know. That's the most. That's
Yeah.
the most prominent phrase that's true
It's
in
true.
life.
Yeah, in all of life. Yeah, teach your kids that.
Fucking rub them elbows, homie, and
It's
fucking.
not what you know, it's who you blow. I mean, sorry.
Hello.
What is it again?
I mean, that works too, bro. You know what I mean? You probably get to where you
I
want to
know
go.
a lot of
little bit
people.
faster.
I know a lot of people in life, and that's what I hated about the construction area, dog. Like, what about the construction trade was, like, the only people who got anywhere were the people who kissed ass to the fucking foreman, were the fucking foreman's fucking little biscuit, dog. I hated that shit so much. I'm like, dog, you only got there because you just fucking kiss ass to the foreman, and fucking every time it comes around, you're like, oh, hey, let me buy you this and let me do this for you, and it's like, fuck, I hated that shit, bro. It's like, why can't you just do your work and let your work show up for you? Like, that's the one thing I hate about the trades.
Always
bro.
seem to work for me, bro.
Yeah, your number one kiss ass.
Fucking take it up the fucking. Homie. Shots in the
Damn,
mouth.
you be giving the Gok 3000.
The Glocks on the Glizzy Glaze.
This will be giving the Gok 3000 just to get to the next spot, Mr. Shift Leader.
Nah, man. Just another guy swinging a sledge.
Yeah, so it's your work. See, your work proves that you could be there. That's what should show. Like, if everything's based on work, or like that's the one thing about. That's what I hated about my trade, was that everyone was in like their own little clique. So if you didn't have a clique and you didn't have like one guy at the top that's the superintendent that liked you, or the foreman that liked you, or the general foreman that liked you, like, you were screwed. You were out of a job, because they run the jobs.
Yeah.
So they're the ones who pick who works at the jobs. And it sucks because, like, if you didn't kiss one of their asses or didn't know them, or like wasn't like a company head, what do you call a company head? Like,
I mean, well, technically,
company
I
guy.
mean,
a company guy.
well, what I know of the trades before I got to where I've at, because wherever I've been at, I've always had a job for at least a year and a half. I've never really just been like cut after like 2 months.
Yeah.
But normally,
Carpentry, they need a lot of carpenters.
normally you got to jump
they need
around.
as many carpenters
Like,
as they can get.
normally you jump around. You make friends and you get numbers, and then once one job's coming to an end, you start hitting people up like, hey, you got work now? What's up with your shit?
Yeah.
Luckily, I just got I got in with a good company that's always pretty busy. So
Yeah. You think they're always gonna still be hiring people? Like they're always gonna have carpentry, right? Like they're always gonna be building something
it's fucking Jesus was a carpenter, homie. The fuck?
since the dawn of time, right?
Hell
So
yeah.
it was actually Jesus' dad, David, was a carpenter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he taught him how to be a carpenter.
Stepdad.
Jesus
was
was
his
actually.
dad.
Yeah, true. Jesus actually.
Yeah.
He was a pretty good preacher.
Jebediah from around the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Let's not get into that. Go ahead. What are you gonna say?
Bro, okay, so
What do you got for me? Shoot me.
I wanted to actually like rebound all the way back to the beginning and talk about football again. I know
Oh my god.
it's because
We went through like fucking 27 subjects right now. Like we
and,
should.
and you
we should
forgot
break those up
about
into clips,
twice,
so
and you forgot about like 2 of them.
where we were going. I don't know where we were going with them. That's why.
You're
I just
all
knew I
right there,
want-
bro.
I just knew I wanted-
Breathe, brother.
I just knew I
Breathe.
wanted to talk about Wild Card Weekend. It was a crazy ass weekend though, for sure.
Nah,
Wild
hey,
Card Weekend's always good.
so, but what I want to say is, do you feel like you should always go for the win in every game, no matter what?
Why are you talking about that Raider game?
No.
When they should've
No, I'm
just
not
tied
talking
it?
about the Raiders game.
When they should have just tied it, and he should have not. Josh McDaniels. That's the one thing I told him. I did say that Josh McDaniels did mess up when he should have went for the tie instead of going for 2. He went for the win.
That was not against the Chiefs.
I think so.
It was against somebody,
could've
but
beat him.
it was like, nah, bro, because they're going to come back and score anyways. They're going to come back and beat you in overtime anyways. So you might as well.
No, because what if you win the coin toss? You get the coin toss. What do you win the coin toss? You get the first reception. All you gotta do, boom. At least get the field goal.
Brings
If you
back
get
to
a
my
field
next
goal
point.
range.
If you just would have put a fucking defense around Derek Carr, Jesus Christ. But no,
Nah,
no,
Derek
no,
Carr's
no.
done. He's out.
I know he is.
He's out. I done told you. They're gonna keep Josh McDaniels, and they're gonna build another team with him behind it.
Like that.
I'll tell you that right now.
Okay, so you didn't answer my question. So should you always go for the win? Should you always go for the win no matter what?
No. If you have a chance to tie it and go into overtime, and then you have a chance. You still have. It's a new game.
Well, what if
You think about it, 0-0, it's a new game.
What if
Boom,
there's no
boom,
go
tie.
for the tie? What if there's no go for the tie? It's either you win or you lose.
Oh, then go for it.
You go for it.
Do or die. Yeah, hell yeah. Hail
Okay,
Mary.
well,
Actually, that brings up Hail Mary, bro. If you can go for a Hail Mary, go for it.
okay.
I
So,
love that play. Anybody?
but what if there
they
was
used to
what
get
if there
them
were
too back in the day.
circumstances around getting the win? What if the win actually hurt you?
Mean something? What do you mean? Hurt you in the draft?
Well, in this,
The only way it could hurt you is if it hurts you in the draft.
this in the one of the last games of the season for the Texans, Texans were playing the Colts, right?
Right.
Last second came down, they went for the Hail Mary. Got
Yeah.
it. They're good. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
To win.
They went for it. They got the win,
Yeah.
right? And fucking
How did it hurt him? How did it hurt him?
bro, they winning that game lost them the number 1 pick in next year's draft. If they would have just lost, they would have been number 1 pick. And supposedly they're supposed to be a really good quarterback coming out of somewhere. I don't really pay attention to college, but would you rather have the win? Would you rather go out on the season with a win or guarantee the best player coming out of next year's draft?
I'll take the next player.
You'll take.
But you can't think about that at the last play. Like, you should have been in the game knowing that. Like, that's not even good. That's not even good. Like,
Well, I think-
organization right there. Like,
Nah, I think
they should have been like, hey, if we lose this game, just
Nah,
so
but
you
they,
know,
they could have.
we're gonna get the number 1 pick. So defense.
Nah, dude. Well, I think they went for 2.
When
Hey,
that guy goes for fucking,
I think they went for 2,
give him
bro.
a little nudge, make it look good. But you know what we need to do, right?
But that's
Tell
not what
the
they did.
quarterback, put the second string quarterback. Hey, we're gonna give you some practice today. Get in there, try your best, bud.
Hey, but that was the thing though, is that
That's what I would've done.
They went for it like they had to kick the field goal to get the win. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
they it's not like the guy just shake the ball. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah,
it's
that's
like
what I'm saying. But you had the whole game to think of a plan to strategically lose the game.
Oh yeah, see, I didn't think about it like that.
Don't leave it to the last play because obviously you're trying to win.
Yeah,
the
I didn't
last
think
play,
about it like
like-
that. Like you should have gone in there with.
You should have already gone in with it like, hey,
with a game
It's
plan
a big
set.
game, guys, but it's really not a big game because if we lose, we're win-win.
But why would you
We get the
even
next number one
try?
pick and-
Like, why would you even put your
It's a-
starters out there?
No, like, but you can't put your players in that situation. Like, okay, we're just gonna throw the game. Like, you can't throw a game,
Especially
on
if
purpose.
it's like the quarterback. Like, what, you're
You
gonna
can't
fucking
throw the
draft
game
my
on purpose.
replacement, bro?
But there are some things I'm pretty sure that they can do where it'd be like, hey, you know, like, we're definitely not gonna win this game. You know, like that's how they
The
should
tank
be.
driving the tank.
That's how they should be. To be like, okay, we're gonna give defense. We're gonna take out our best player, and yeah, or I don't know, something.
Put in the water boy.
Put in the water boy. That
He's like 15 years old. It's fucking Tiffany from fucking
the towel
Fifth
boy.
Street Elementary.
Everybody's trying their towel boy.
dude. I remember one time like,
Person who gets the drinks. The drink boy.
and that fool got destroyed. I'll never. Oh, the first time I remember watching that towel boy scene. Oh, I died, bro. I died.
The skinny little white kid with the big nose. He
Hey.
just gets cracked.
But-
he just gets annihilated.
Dude, it's so crazy. Like, just the comical genius. What's your favorite Adam Sandler movie?
Has to be shit.
Dude, there's so many.
I
like,
know yours is Billy Madison. I know that for sure. 100%.
Nah.
Yes.
Honestly, I hate Billy Madison.
Shut up. Boy.
I
You
do.
use that clip in every fucking thing that you do. You use that clip.
What?
A clip from Billy Madison.
Which one?
Billy passed the third grade. Oh, what a wonderful day. Billy passed the third grade. Oh, what a wonderful day.
Yeah. We always wanted to cover that song when I was in a punk band back in the day.
That's your favorite fucking clip. Of
Not
all
because
time.
he tried, like, I don't like how he tries, like, oh, no, like, he talks too like a weirdo, like, in that movie. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It kind of like, he overdoes it for me.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you,
My favorite one?
that Veronica Vaughn. Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
She's bad.
You know, like when you were a little kid,
I
there were
had a hot
just some
for her,
women
for
who
sure.
just like made you feel funny inside. You know
I
what
liked
I mean?
Mr. Deeds. I think that's probably one of my favorites.
Damn, Mr.
Mr.
Deeds is
Deeds.
super underrated.
Yeah.
Like-
that's a dope ass movie.
I like
With
it.
Winona Ryder.
Winona before she was jacking bags at Saks.
Taking, yeah, there you go. Hell yeah.
Dude, how are you a celebrity walking
Going
through a fucking a shop and you're just like, yeah, no one's watching me right now. No one's looking at me right now.
Nobody
They're not
thinks
gonna
someone-
say anything. But you know how many places she probably walked through, fucking swiping shit.
You know what they
Super
say,
super sick
No
klepto.
publicity is bad publicity. So, I'm sure they. Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's all good. Though.
No publicity is bad publicity.
Unless you're
So
going to
it's probably
jail
a
for it,
publicity
bro.
stunt. Did she go to jail? She didn't go
Well,
to jail.
her career pretty much went in the tank after that. She didn't really
Oh,
do
she
anything
did.
after that. You
That was
know.
a career ender.
What was the last time you seen
She got
Winona
canceled.
in something?
She
I
got
think the last time I
canceled.
seen her, something she was in a show on Netflix
Was she?
where she
Damn.
ran over somebody's husband, and she didn't have nowhere to go, so she ended up like staying with the ladies whose husband she ran over,
What the fuck?
and they ended up finding out he was a piece of shit and like was cheating on her.
Damn.
But you know,
Wow.
yeah.
Sounds pretty crazy.
Yeah, no, so but
Sounds
so
pretty
you're gonna say
crazy.
Mr. Deeds, huh?
My favorite Adam Sandler? It
Dude.
has to be either Mr. Deeds or Happy Gilmore. Because I know every single word from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore's one of those classics.
Or The Wedding Singer.
Wedding
The Wedding
Singers,
Singer.
I've never seen the Wedding Singer.
That's my fucking favorite movie, dog. I know every single line in that whole entire movie.
All right.
I watched it so many times, bro. I watched that movie so many
opening
times.
scene. Go. Honestly, hey, I would say
I've watched The
I'm-
Wedding Singer, Mr. Deeds, or it depends on what time you go through, and Grown Ups.
Oh,
'cause
Grown Ups
that's-
is
That's
super
a good one
fucking
too.
funny.
Yeah,
Super.
that reminds
fun.
us, dog. That's gonna be us. Watch.
It's already us.
sitting
So
on
what the
we're gonna be
fuck you
sitting on a
talking
lake,
about?
fucking 20 years from now, just looking back at the past. Like I always look back at the past and like, fuck, bro, we did some crazy shit. but now it's like way different. Like what you do when you're, I don't know. I look back at it, and I'm like,
Nah, dude. All right.
what did we do? What
Dude,
did we miss out on?
I was talking to
And
someone
what do
the
we
other
want to
day.
give our kids?
I was
as
talking to someone the
advice?
other day. And they're like, because I was like, I remember one time I was working at a building in downtown LA on the corner of 4th and Spring.
Mhm.
And what my buddy, who he was the demo foreman, he was like, "Hey Baker, come up to the top of the roof. I got a surprise for you." We went up to the top of the roof, dude. He had a 12-pack of 2 blunts, and we went up to the very top, bro. Like the fucking stairway was fucking like all like
Oh,
shaky and shit. I was
Rickety.
like, what the fuck,
Rickety.
bro? We're fucking like
Yeah.
we're on like like at least like the 15th floor, but then like there's like a couple places on top of that, so
Oh shit.
we're at least like almost like 200 feet up in the air, downtown LA, smoking
Yeah.
blunts, drinking beers and shit, chilling.
Yeah.
And fucking
Looking downtown.
the
That's
person was like,
there.
"Oh damn, that's crazy. That's really crazy." And I was like, "Dude, that's probably like the most like calm thing I've ever done in my life." Like I started thinking, like going through like thoughts of like things I did, and just like, yeah, bro, drinking beers on a rooftop really isn't that like crazy. They're like,
There's some tall buildings there, though. You
yeah,
can make it to the top. Be the king. Be the king.
yeah,
Some penthouse.
we're getting that shit.
Getting it in the penthouse.
But yeah, well, life's crazy, dog. It's a good time.
What do we got? What time are we at?
We're ready to bring in the outros, big dog.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
It's a good time to do it, too.
But yeah, big dog, fucking, it's been a good show, dog. I liked it.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was just cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool,
just
guys.
cool, dog. It's
It's
cool.
cool, guys.
It's all right.
Wildcard weekend. Peace.
Oh man, it's kind of no, man. We still got like 10 minutes. I feel
Do
like
we?
this was a piece. I said
Peace. I'm
bring-
out.
I said bring
Later,
bring-
motherfucker. I'm out. I said I'm later. I said later.
You said,
I'm
oh,
done. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. Stick a fork in me.
I say I need to hear from you. Just trying to stick something.
He
in
said
you,
he
dog.
doesn't like Kodak Black. He doesn't like this song.
I switch like a pussy little bitch.
I know. That's crazy how the rap is not like it used to be. Like you actually had to make sense back in the day to actually like be good. To be like, oh man, you're not that good because
Well, I mean,
your
but
raps are fucking whack.
because these fools are talking like street shit. Like I'm sure in their hood they know exactly what he's fucking saying. They're like, oh yeah. Well, I mean, he's a pussy little
But I
bitch.
think,
obviously.
I think for me, like rap always has been about the beat. Like your lyrics could be cool and have a sick ass beat, and that's gonna be a badass fucking like the song "Morbid" from Necro.
Yeah.
Like it's probably like one of the best beats you can ever play of all time. But the lyrics are like, so it's a good song.
Nah,
Like if you can literally have like the best beat and like say whatever you want to say,
yeah,
people are still gonna just be knocking to the beat, like
yeah, it's true. You got a vibe,
yeah.
and it's also the way you ride the beat. Like you fucking flow with the beat
and
and
how
go
it
with
sounds.
it. You know
yeah,
what I mean? It's
yeah.
like
You got to go with it for sure. You got to have some kind of lyricism. You can't just be like way off the topic. But I mean, yeah, that shit.
and then like
is
and then also it's like if you got like a sick hook too. There's some rappers that like they're not really lyrically like the best, but they know how to put that hook in there to where when the hook comes around, you'll be like, oh shit, and then like you sing the hook,
yeah.
you'll know that hook, but then
And
the
get
rest of the
stuck,
song you're just
yeah.
like mumbling it.
And then you got the radio playing it 24/7, so it gets stuck in your head.
shoving it down your throat.
And yeah,
Dude, hey, but the radio's whack right now, bro. They're
it's
fucking
been whack, fool.
Nah,
Because
but
they know nobody's listening to the radio no more.
nah, but right now they're like remixing so much old shit where it's like, oh, now they remix this one, now they remix
It's
that
because
one.
nobody has original ideas. Everyone's just playing off the same shit. Just going over and over and over, trying to make money off the same old shit. Fucking, that's how it's always gonna be. Like, they were playing the funk era. That's where all our rap came from, was the funk era. And then now they're trying to play off of the older rap that we had. Try to remix all that shit now.
Yeah,
Then eventually they're gonna have to they're gonna run out of something. It's like a big funnel. Like we started at the top of gangster rap, like you said, NWA, all the original shit. Fucking Twista, Nas, fucking Jay
Original shit.
Z.
Twista was not back in the days with Nas.
I love Twista though. That shit was bad. Like fucking his Adrenaline Rush CD.
I
Yeah, I
was
play that shit
never
like
I was never
100 times.
into Twista that much.
No,
Uh-uh.
I loved fast rappers. I don't know why. Ever since Bone Thugs, like I started with Bone Thugs. And Bone Thugs, they
Yeah.
had that style. Like fucking, I like that.
They're like the
style.
first ones that came out with that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I love that style, dog. The Bone Thugs era, that shit was. I went through a whole Bone Thugs fucking era where I was like all about him.
yeah, it's fucking.
That's all I would listen to.
I had a buddy who if you tell him any name of any Bone Thugs and Harmony song, he can tell you what CD and what track number it is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's
I
like
remember.
what a diehard fan
East
he was.
99. Fuck yeah, they were a good group. Like
It's all
They-
about money, kid, trying to give me something. We talking with a nigga that ain't got nothing.
yeah.
And I remember what's that song?
Ecstasy, rolling on that ecstasy.
Bo
I feel
Bo
so
murder,
violent,
Bo murder.
violent, fucking with that
Bo
ecstasy.
murder, Bo murder. I know.
Dude, they had some bangers, bro. That shit would hit hard too. And
Dude.
back in the day, it was all about bass. Like, however your car. No, I never liked that sound though. I never liked that sound when people were. Honestly, like if your what is it? If your license plate slapped
Yeah.
back and forth, dude, that was like the worst thing you could hear. Like you'd be like, oh my
Make
god.
the trunk rattle.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you could make your car actually like fucking where it's real bass and like your car sticks together, like, but that shit does rattle all your bolts loose.
Dude, you
That
know,
shit
you just
rattles your
reminded me
bolts
of.
loose and
I'll
fucking
never forget.
gets you all
Forget
fucked up.
cruising past my buddy who lived next door to me. He's like his
I'll tell you a
big
good story
his
too
big
after
brother. He had a fucking he had like a Chevy Nova and he had like a Suburban. Well, we would take the Suburban because he had like a sick ass subwoofer.
Yeah.
And we would drive all slow in front of the movie theater. Remember the AMC when it used to crack full? Like when it used to fucking,
When it was cool to drive in front
oh,
and
bro.
just fucking be pounding and just be like,
Dude, this shit was like,
yeah, dog, yeah, we rolling,
it
dog.
had to be at least like maybe like 2020, like 2002 at least. You know what I mean? Like maybe like 20 years ago.
Wait. I call it the Fast and the Furious days.
Yeah, definitely
Like
the Fast
basic,
and the Furious
yeah.
days.
So like right before, it was cool to have a fucking race car. Like
Oh,
Fast
yeah.
and the Furious. So it was like, because where we grew up, is hood. So like a lot of gangsters would go there, and fucking be.
Hey, but it used to be crazy though because it would be like the movie theater, but there'd be like 200 people out in front of this motherfucker just like walking around chilling. Like it would be the spot. It would be
honestly like that when we were in middle school, like that
Yeah.
was the spot. Like, hey, you gonna go to the movies tonight? Yeah, we're gonna go to the movies, but we're gonna chill in the front. Like, you're gonna chill in the front of the movies tonight?
yeah.
Like, basically, it wasn't like to go see a movie unless you had a girlfriend and you were trying to get laid or trying to get ahead in the.
Trying to find
fucking-
somebody, dude.
Trying to do something, right? Like.
Hey,
like,
but yeah, but so it was that
we're gonna
time.
go chill in front of the movies. Like that was the hot spot.
Yes.
To go to.
So like it was that
And
time.
nickel. I love nickel.
Oh, dude.
Pay
Yeah.
$1.95. You pay $1.95, and then fucking everything else was all the games were a nickel, bro. That shit was tight.
Oh, hey,
I
dude, they
love
had a
that
free
shit,
section
bro.
too. They had games
They
that were free.
did. The older Marvel, Capcom, fucking
Oh, bro.
Marvel vs. Capcom, fucking Tekken 1, fucking what else was over there on that side?
Hey, they
Fucking
still have
all
that
the old
building
one,
up there to this
Tetris,
day.
Fucking,
To this
huh?
day, Nickel's still there. Has a
Yeah.
sign up and everything. I mean, it's closed
It
down,
does,
but
yeah, it's closed down. I know.
well,
No, they moved somewhere. They took all the games and put them somewhere, but
we
those
can
games are still around.
we can find them on the next edition of Hot Blocks. That's what it is for episode 43 for
For your
Baker,
mother.
Spider-Man. For my mother.
Yo,
Happy
check
Mother's
it.
Day. January.
Peace.
For Alex Spider-Man, we go.
Out.
Now I'm in the limelight 'cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world's trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Ron G, Brucey B, Kid Capri. Funk Master Flex, Love Bug, Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
You know very well who you are. Don't let 'em hold you down. Reach for the stars. You have to go when nothing is. 'Cause you're the only one. I'll give you good.
I made the change from a common thief to up close and personal with Robin Leach. And I'm far from cheap. I smoke skunk with my peeps all day. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. The Moet and Alizé keep me pissy. Girls used to diss me, now they write letters cause they miss me. I never thought it could happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to packing gats and stuff. Now honeys play me close like butter play toast. From the Mississippi down to the East Coast. Condos in Queens, indo for weeks. Sold out seats to hear Biggie Small speak. Living life without fear, putting 5 carats in my baby girl ear. Lunches, brunches, interviews by the pool. Considered a fool cause I dropped out of high school. Stereotypes of a black male misunderstood. And it's still all good, And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
You know very well who you are. Don't let 'em hold you down. Reach for the stars. You have to go when nothing is. 'Cause you're the only one. I'll give you good and
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. 50-inch screen, money green leather sofa. Got 2 rides, a limousine with the chauffeur. Phone bill about 2 G's flat. No need to worry, my accountant handles that. And my whole crew is lounging, celebrating every day, no more public housing. Thinking back on my one-room shack. Now my mom pimps an act with minks on her back. And she loves to show me off, of course. Smiles every time my face is up in the sauce. We used to fuss when the landlord dissed us. No heat, wonder why Christmas missed us. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. Damn right I like the life I live. Cause I went from negative to positive and it's all. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
You know very well who you are. Don't let 'em hold you down.
And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
You have to go when nothing is. 'Cause you're the only one.
And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Representing B-Town in the house. Junior Mafia, Mad Flavor.